everyone, welcome to a new episode of our program Cultural Magazine, during which we bring you the latest cultural events that are taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned. Plays a significant role in the cultural movement that is taking place in Egypt. Please stay tuned.
Under the auspices of the Ministry of Culture, the Cairo Opera House, headed by Dr. Lamia Zaid, held a huge celebration on the occasion of the June 30th revolution under the slogan, "A Night in Love of Egypt." The event was performed by a group of Arab music stars, accompanied by the musical band led by Maestro Dr. Mustafa Hilmi on the Grand Theatre stage. The celebration program included a group of the most important and famous compositions of enthusiastic Arabic and national songs that shaped the conscience of the Egyptian and Arab people, and it includes Al-Ard al-Tayyiba, or the Good Land, the Greater Homeland, or Al-Watan al-Akbar, Greetings to Egypt, Sallimu li ala Masr, the land speaks Arabic, or Al-Ard btitkallam Arabi. if you have not drunk from its Nile or ما شربتش من نيلها. يا مصريين, O Egyptians, O Egypt, mother of nations, mother of the world, مصر الدنيا, بالأحضان or with hugs. The show was performed by the stars of the Arab Music Ensemble at the Cairo Opera House, including Ahmed Aifat, Mohammed Hassan, Ma'moon Khalil, Ahmed Aissam, Mohammed Mitwalli, Ahmed Saeed, Ashraf Walid, Hanan Aissam, Ghada Adam, Ines Azzeddin, Farah El-Mogi, Manar Samir, and Maya Hassan. The celebration is a wonderful opportunity for the public to celebrate the spirit of the revolution through patriotic music and songs that fill the heart with enthusiasm and love for their homeland. Patriotic songs have memories that touch the hearts of the public, and it also carries memories of victory.
The Minister of Culture here in Egypt is always playing a significant role in preserving heritage. Let's watch the following segment.
The Cairo Opera House launched Opera Carmen in a massive performance which is reproduced after an absence of 15 years. The show was performed by stars of the Cairo Opera Company with the participation of the Cairo Opera Orchestra, the Cairo Opera Ballet Company, and the Cairo Opera Choir.
Actually, it's the second time to perform Carmen in this season, and we are really delighted because it's an opera, the most loved opera. We can really say that it is the most loved opera all over the world, not only in Egypt. So there was a very high demand that we repeated. So we repeated it, and it's really a pleasure to have the full house whenever there is Carmen. So, and also in other performances, but I want to say that it's been a while we haven't done Carmen. Before this season, it's been 15 years, so really it's a pleasure. It's also very familiar music for everyone. Some of the themes, we have heard them in movies, in old Egyptian movies, in some publicities, in many programs in the TV. So the music is very light, very familiar, and the singing is gorgeous. In addition to all the aspects of theater, the set, the costumes, of course the orchestra, the conductor. So we are very pleased to have Carmen again, to end this season with pleasure. And wait for us for the next season. We have many, many surprises. This is great because a singer would work with each conductor, will learn something and will have a new experience. Of course, the music is written. All the performance notes are written, which we call dynamics or nuance. But still, when we work with a certain conductor, we learn, and we have a different experience because each conductor has his own touch in style, in tradition of this music. So it's a pleasure to sing it with a different conductor. And also for a singer, when we sing it the next time, we have added something to it. We have learned something above the performance we have performed last time. Each time you add with your more experience, with that you have tried the role once or twice or even 20 times, the 21st will be different because you gained some more experience. You learned it again in a new way. You add your own touch for the performance, expression, colors in your voice. So it's always a pleasure, really. Carmen is a special performance, a special opera, and I'm performing the role of Micaela. Micaela is the symbol of pureness and kindness and naive girl. That's the only symbol in this opera with those values. So I love the role of Micaela, and I've prepared it with my professor in Paris a long time ago, my professor, Madame Caroline Dumas. So it's a pleasure to perform it, of course. Really, a professional singer or artist or musician, we are learning all the time. Until the end of our career, we learn a lot. But it depends on the person, the artist himself, herself. We have to know this. We do something that is not an easy art. It demands a lot of work, continuous training. We cannot get out of shape. And if you are in shape, this is only step number one. You just learn a lot and keep training and keep searching in your voice and your technique. Any artist in the whole world, professional artists, a real one would learn until the end of their lives. Otherwise, I would call it's the beginning of failure, really. Professional singers should be able to perform all kinds of characters. We learn a lot, we train a lot. When we study, even in the undergraduate studies in Cairo Conservatory and then in the graduate studies and all over our life, lives even later in a professional life, we learn and we take acting classes, dancing and acting classes, because this is a main part of performing a character. So really, a professional singer should be able to do it all.
The show was performed by stars of the Cairo Opera Company with the participation of the Cairo Opera Orchestra, the Cairo Opera Ballet Company, and the Cairo Opera Choir.
I got to be Frasquita, or Frasquita, for this rendition of it, and it was just such a lovely experience, honestly. Frasquita is one of Carmen's friends. She's very flirty, and she's very naughty. At the same time, she's sweet. She wants to be in love, and she's playful, and she wants to be all around all these men, and she's trying to be in love, and it's really important for her to be in love. So I tried to portray that as much as I can on the stage, and it was just the singing. I had a partner in Mercedes in Madame Jihan Fayed, and it was just so lovely. And of course, our Carmen was Jolie Faizi, and it was just, the cast was just incredible. Ibrahim Nagy, Mina Rafael. I don't want to miss anybody. Dr. Mustafa Muhammad, Amr Medhat was our Don Jose, Dr. Rida Wakil was our Zuniga. So I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But it was just an incredible cast, honestly, and the experience was fantastic. Carmen, the music. It took about 3 weeks to get ready for Carmen this time, so it was just quite rigorous. And of course, Dr. Dalia Farouk was our Micaela, and she was just such a good, beautiful support. She's our artistic director, and she was such a support to all of us, honestly, and it was just fantastic. And it was, I hope to be with this cast for future productions, inshallah. Absolutely, and actually both times were sold out, so it was just such a honor, and it was sold out like a week before the first time and the second time. The first time it was sponsored by the French Embassy, still continued to be with such vigor, supported by like the people who actually come and attend the opera. Carmen is just worldwide, just really famous, really loved by everybody. Everybody knows the Habanera. Everybody, loves it. They know the Toreador, and Toreador is it's in everybody's ear. So it was just such the audience was just lovely. We loved them. We loved having them. We loved interacting with them. So we're very lucky when it comes to this production, it's so well loved, and it was so nurtured by the audience, and they came to see it and they adored it. So we're very lucky with the audience these days. They're more cultured. They want to experience more. They bring their kids to try and get a taste for it. So it's just it was lovely, honestly. Honestly, I learned from my colleagues. I learned from being on stage. I learned from the different conductors. I learned from our coaches, Mr. Greg Martin. I learned from our choir master, Mr. Amin Hanna. We're also our choir director, Madame Mona Rafla. It's such an honor to be with them, because you take from their energy. You take from the energy of the audience as well. So it's also your part as an actor, an actress, a singer, to study your character well, see what you can give of yourself in that character, and then bring it to the stage. So it was just the whole atmosphere of the actual opera that allowed you to study, allowed you to work with your fellow singers, actors, actresses, and then bring it to the stage. So no, you never stop learning. Even as a teacher, I mean, I can learn from my own students. It's really just a circle that keeps giving. You know what I mean? So I'm blessed to be where I am. Alhamdulillah.
The reproduction of Carmen Bizet's masterpiece at the Cairo Opera House after 15 years of its absence gained the appreciation of the audience for enjoying such solid, dazzling performance. Shuruf Bikir, Cultural Magazine.
The camera of our program is always going after the cultural events that are taking place in Egypt. Let's watch the following segment.
The opening ceremony of the Serbian Culture Days included an exhibition for paintings which showed the heritage of Serbia. The program maintained with a performance for Kolo, the Serbian national ensemble for folk dances and songs, an addition of a performance for the Egyptian Reda folk dances troupe.
Well, with this, my dear viewers, we come to the end of this episode of our program, The Culture Magazine. I hope you've enjoyed being with me. Please wait for me in the next episode. Until then, it's goodbye.